Hey all, Joe here with AllFunniesandGames, and we're doing another video. I really enjoyed the drawing video I got to do last Friday. Super fun. Not only did I do that video, but if anyone on YouTube didn't know, I also do a blog, and that monster is on that blog, statted out, all good to go. Very exciting. You can see behind me, I'm still kind of in the moving in process. It's still a little bit crazy, but now, and I mentioned it on the RPG book unboxing video, I mentioned this came in. I've unpacked enough to have found my scissors, so I'm not going to be cracking this thing open with a screwdriver like I did those RPG books. Although I love that screwdriver. That is my favorite screwdriver, and I might do a very, very short video about how amazing that screwdriver is. Alrighty. Now, we've got, some interesting looking, some of this came out. Some of this fell out in here. Okay, I'm going to have to repack some of this. One of these came open in the mail this time, which never happened before. That's odd. Oh, man. It's lost a bit of it in the box. Okay, hopefully this actually has all of its parts at this point, because that's worrying. Aw, dang, it already ripped a little bit? Okay. That's really disappointing. I'm not used to seeing something like that happen with these boxes. Oh, well, I saw the theme. It's microscopic. Okay, resistor. Looks interesting. It is the era of nuclear war. Countries stockpiling global thermonuclear warheads have entrusted the nukes to supercomputers. Two such computers, Deep Red and Blue 9000, have had their launch codes input. Fearing mutually assured destruction, the computers race to hack one another so they can launch without retaliation and destroy their enemy. Manipulate double-sided cards and use your memory to connect to the enemy base and hack their mainframe for victory. But beware the game-changing resistor cards, or utilize them to grasp an advantage. Okay, so a one-on-one duel game based on a war games premise. I'm down. That sounds fun. Okay. You know what? Even though this one did not come in great condition, let's stick with tradition, open the big box, or take a look at the big box one last. This is called Pentaquark, a quantum state solo game. It's a piece of plastic, like an ID holder, with cards just kind of shoved in there. Some of them are a little bent in the mail. I am guessing these didn't come in the base game, because they have the look of boosters. So I'm wondering if that just overstuffed it a little bit. Did this. Okay, here's the rule book. Okay, that's QCD Pack 2 bosons. So I guess all the bosons go in there. There we go. Here's the rulebook. Pentaquark, a quantum state solo game. And it's got 5 things, almost reminiscent of the Magic the Gathering thing. Okay. Some of the biggest questions in the world of science may be answered by studying quarks. The smallest of particles. The problem with trying to study quarks is that you can't find just one quark. You need to find them in groups called hadrons, or some other exotic particles like the pentaquark. In the game, you are lending science a helping hand by collecting the 5 quarks that form the pentaquark at the detector of a massive particle collider. Move cards you need to the detector, discard others so they may come back as anti-quarks, and try to minimize the number of cards scattered and lost. If too many cards are removed from the game, the pentaquark has slipped through undetected once again. I don't know. This one, it didn't show up in great shape, and honestly, I'm not usually a huge fan of solitaire games. I don't know, maybe that'll change, because I definitely have not had the time I'd have liked to play a lot of these games that have come in board game bentos, so maybe the solitaire experience will be a benefit there. I'm not sure on this one. It's not what I would normally watch for, hope for, look for in something like this. But the good news is, that is why they don't just send a game. Cytosis, a cell biology game. Alright, this looks like it could be pretty fun. Cytosis, a cell biology game, is a game that takes place inside a human cell. Players take turns placing workers on available organelles within a human cell in order to collect resources, such as carbohydrates or ATP, or take actions, such as purchasing cell component cards or translating mRNA into proteins. Players use their resources to build enzymes, hormones, and hormone receptors, and also to help detoxify the cell, all of which score health points. The player with the most health points at the end of the game wins. Okay, so kind of almost anti-pandemic. It probably won't feel like it at all, but I'm getting a little bit of an Osmosis Jones vibe. Obviously, worker placement, which can be fun. Worker placement games can be a lot of fun, so, okay. Interesting, okay. So yeah, I think of this one, the dueling game is the one that looks like it could be the most fun. It looks like there's some circuit pattern strategy to it. Of like, okay, I'm going to play this card that advantages me this way, but what's it going to do for you? It's sort of a board building thing, one-on-one. I don't know. This looks really, really cool. This looks like it could definitely be a lot of fun. I'm going to try this. I think the fact that it turned up scattered through the box and slightly damaged maybe colored me against it at first, but I am going to give it a try. See if I like it, Could be I got a real winner on my hands here. It didn't make a great first impression, but not everything I've loved has made a great first impression. So, not a bad haul. We got Resistor, we got Pentaquark, and we've got Cytosis. Anyway, thank you for watching. This was definitely an interesting one compared to some of the others that I've gotten to do, but thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, you can like, comment, subscribe. More than anything, you can tell a friend. And other than that, I'll see you on the next one.